Hi, this is Amy Fong from Everest Group. I'm back with Bhanushee, and we wanted to wrap up this series talking about the last steps in the process of building a category strategy. Bhanushee, can you talk to us a little bit more about how we take all of this information, the market insights, the buyer insights, and build that into an actual strategy that we execute on?
Sure. So we've actually, this is a nice way that we've wrapped everything up and we've given a ready to use kind of framework for creating an action plan. So what we're giving you first is just guidance on how you can create an action plan, what are the best practices you can follow, how you can really drive category efficiency, and then, put all the information together, say in a SWOT assessment. And then you want to get down to actually what is it that you're doing, like what are the projects that you're doing, how much priority should each project get, and what is the timeline that you should use for the execution. And after you've done all of that, then you want to go ahead and start executing them. And I think a really major caveat on this is that this category strategy is not a one-time thing. You have to update it every time a project is executed, every time you get more information. So this is really a running document. And your implementation plan can also be ranging from 3 years to 5 years. It really depends on you. It's a really customized document as per your needs. So I'll hand it over to Amy to just quickly show you what kind of frameworks that we've put in for the timeline, for the project execution, and how we really think about prioritizing projects.
Thanks, Bhanushee. I think you make a great point there. Category strategy is not meant to be a binder, virtual binder that gets put on a shelf or stored in a shared drive, never to be visited again. It's really supposed to be a living, breathing document. And the whole reason for gathering all this market intelligence and talking to our stakeholders is to determine what the best programs and the best projects are, and then program manage that all the way through. I think many of us have some experience with project management, but not everyone has the templates to do it. So one thing that we've added into here is templates that you can use to kind of list out the projects that you've agreed to execute on. And typically your stakeholders will be executing with, or a team will be executing projects. You'll just be program managing it and providing insights and guidance. Prioritization of projects, how to score these, and then maybe place them onto a matrix to kind of map out your priority in the order. Timelines, so these are pretty easily editable in PowerPoint so that you can add your projects in and build them on a timeline, so you've got some easy project management tools and a description for each project as well. So for each of these, each of the category strategy templates, we have these blank templates in there that you can adapt to your company's templates. But again, the idea here is just to give some tools that make it a little bit easier to understand these very complex categories, to have a conversation with your stakeholders, to put something down on paper, to have a straw man and talk through it and decide what the right next steps are for your organization.
Yeah, and I think a great way they can help you is just to save your time, because you want to really focus on the gathering your market intelligence, or just understanding the market, and then trying to build the actual strategy, rather than focusing on, oh, how should my template look like, what are the in it, what are the frameworks that I should follow. That I think still a lot of professionals are wasting their time on as of this date. So just trying to make the process a little bit easier as well as faster, because some of these things are fairly straightforward and can be done in a simpler way.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't want category managers spending their time creating project management templates when they could be really focusing on executing the projects or having those conversations with their stakeholders or their suppliers. So thank you, Bhanushee. I've enjoyed these little conversations we've had, and appreciate all the work to get these out into the market.
Thank you.